Walther PPK is sad that nobody likes him as much as they used to back in the James Bond days. So he goes to the bar on a dollar shot night to drown his sorrows. Well, after a few too many shots of hops number 9, last call is called, and he's feeling a little lonely. He looks over, and the only thing left is of course, just a high point. So, he takes the high point home. Using Uber, of course, didn't drive home drunk. Well, he ended up regretting that a little later because, a few weeks later, High Point calls him up, says, hey, I'm expecting. And 9 months later, the High Point has the Walther's baby, and, of course, I'm sure you want to see what that looks like. Well, here it is.
Glock, Glock, Glock. Many consider this the first polymer frame pistol, but by the time old Gaston started developing his now ubiquitous pistol for the Austrian military, Heckler and Koch have been selling a polymer frame pistol for 12 years. Although my joke at the beginning of this video is an anachronism since High Point didn't come into existence until the early to mid-1980s, one might mistake the VP70Z for a polymer gun of tomorrow version of the High Point. The VP70, or Volks Pistol 1970, was originally designed to be a machine pistol when it had a buttstock attached. It was a straight blowback design with extra deep rifling in the barrel to actually allow gas to blow past the bullet to reduce pressure. It is spring-loaded striker fired. The magazine has an 18-round capacity, which is pretty good for today, but almost unheard of in 1970. When the buttstock was attached, one could flip the selector switch and it had a 3-shot burst capability at a rate of 2,200 rounds per minute. The Gun Control Act of 1968 disallowed the importation of NFA items for civilians, so the VP70Z was made. The Z stands for the German word for civilian. There is no selector switch and no place to attach the buttstock. It has a manual safety where one now usually expects to find a magazine release, and the magazine release is European style. Takedown is very simple.
Alright, for disassembly, first you want to make sure the safety is on. Remove the magazine. Of course, check to make sure it's unloaded. What you want to do is pull this little catch all the way down. Pull the slide all the way back, lift up, forward, and that's how you remove the slide. And if you want, you can twist it, you can turn this to remove the firing pin. Alright, to put it back together, let's put our spring back on. Easy peasy.
I obtained mine via a lowball bid that stuck on a proxy bid auction. It came with everything that you would receive new, so I went ahead and did an unboxing so you could see what it came with new.
Alright, I'm going to unbox this H&K VP70Z. This is the first polymer frame pistol. Beat Glock by 12 years. I bought this at an auction, and the box came with it. So let's see if somebody would have bought this back in the 70s. So let's see what they would have got. So you got the cardboard box. You got this ugly looking pistol. Looks like you got, oh, it's a heel release. So you got 2 mags. Well, I don't know if you got 2 mags or not. It looks like this one somebody went ahead and added to this. Got your instruction booklet. Looks like everything's written in German. I haven't listened to enough Rammstein to... Oh, there's some There's some English. So, looks like it's written in many different languages. So it looks like we've got a target here. I'm sure that's well expired. But we've got a target here. Looks like they test fired it at the factory. Show you what kind of grouping they got. Looks like this was done on June 23rd, 1980. So, although this pistol's older than the Glocks, it definitely isn't an early VP70Z. So anyway, that's a pretty cool little. Show you what it got out of the grouping you got out of the factory. So let's go ahead and put this back up. So let's shoot this and see how well this old thing shoots.
In modern terms, this pistol is not pleasurable to shoot. Even by 1970 standards, where you had pistols like the 1911 and high power, this trigger is a bit rough. It is about the same as firing a double-action revolver, which is not good for a polymer frame pistol, but still beats the hell out of my P64. The fact that the safety was where a modern shooter expects to find a magazine release also slows down reloading for someone who's not used to this style. Still, it seems to go bang with every pull of the trigger, which says something over Milsurp and even some modern pistols that I've owned. The 18-round magazine, given it a 19-round capacity, beats all of the 9mm pistols in my collection, as I do not own a SIG 226, which is the only 9mm I can think of with a larger capacity. And if I'm not mistaken, the high power is 15+1, so the VP70Z had that over any of its contemporaries in the 1970s. Since I'm a collector, I wanted one of these for the novelty and for the historic fact that it is the first polymer frame pistol. If you like what you see, please check out some of my other videos, like, comment, and subscribe. Also in the banner on the top of my page, and in the description, you'll notice links to the Milsurp Mike Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon pages if you're so inclined to check them out. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.